Every morning, countless people face an increasing sense of anxiety and uncertainty. In a world where societal pressure, financial struggles, and difficulties in personal relationships have become the norm, many of us seek happiness and harmony. However, instead, we often find ourselves trapped in negative emotions that pull us into endless cycles of stress. Why is it so difficult to stay afloat and feel satisfied? Often, we allow external circumstances to shape our mood and self-esteem. We respond to criticism with defensiveness and to failures with disappointment, and as a result, instead of moving forward, we become stuck in our fears and doubts. Many of us live under the illusion that happiness depends on external factors. We think, if only my job were better, or if I had the perfect relationship, I would be happy. These thoughts only exacerbate feelings of helplessness and undermine our inner stability. But what if we could change this approach? Imagine a life where your inner state does not depend on external chaos. This is possible if we begin to seek peace within ourselves rather than in the surrounding world. True well-being comes not from changing external circumstances, but from inner work and recognizing our own strength. The key to this is developing inner resilience. This is not just an abstract idea, but a practical approach that we can implement in our lives. Are you tired of feeling that circumstances control you? Are you ready to take responsibility for your emotional state and build a foundation for stability and peace? Your inner strength is already waiting to be revealed. Start with small steps, and soon you will begin to feel how your perception of the world changes. First, recognize the power of perception. Every day we encounter various situations that can disrupt our inner balance. These can be minor annoyances, like being late for work due to rain, or more serious moments, such as a conflict with a loved one. However, it is essential to understand that the root of our anxiety often lies not in the events themselves, but in how we perceive them. Our perception is a powerful tool that shapes our reality. For example, imagine you receive negative feedback about your work. Instead of viewing it as a failure, you might see it as an opportunity for growth. This approach not only improves your emotional state, but also fosters professional development. Consider a situation where you are late for an important meeting due to an unexpected car breakdown. Rather than getting angry and cursing the circumstances, you could use that time for reflection. For instance, you might think about your goals and priorities, or even listen to an audiobook that has been on your list for a while. In this case, while the situation remains unchanged, your perception allows you to derive value from it. Imagine you receive unexpected news about a budget cut for your project. Instead of panicking, you could view this as a chance to reassess your strategies and find new, more effective ways to achieve your goals. Thus, your perception not only helps you cope with a challenging situation, but also enables you to grow amid uncertainty. Recognizing that we cannot control all events, we can choose how to respond to them. This shift in perception is the first step toward developing resilience and inner peace. By practicing mindfulness, we learn to see not only the difficulties in each obstacle, but also the opportunities for personal growth. The power of perception opens new horizons for us. Instead of feeling like a victim of circumstances, we can learn to see every situation as a chance for self-discovery. By developing this ability, we not only strengthen our inner strength, but also transform each minor frustration into a stepping stone for personal development. Second, practice voluntary discomfort. Every day we are surrounded by conveniences that make our lives comfortable. However, it is these very comforts that can weaken our resilience and preparedness for real challenges. Voluntary discomfort is a conscious choice to step outside of our typical comfort zone in order to strengthen our mental toughness and develop resilience to stress. Take a look at your daily life. We are accustomed to the warmth of a cozy home, an abundance of food on the table, and numerous distractions that keep us from facing real problems. These conveniences can make us vulnerable to any difficulties when they arise. The practice of voluntary discomfort involves taking on small challenges that disrupt the usual routine and help us build character. For example, you might try engaging in physical activities that push you beyond your normal routine. This could involve training for a marathon or participating in a group yoga class, where you confront physical fatigue and learn to overcome your limits. Such experiences not only strengthen your body, but also teach you to break through internal barriers. Another example is to limit your use of technology for a certain period. Try spending a week without your smartphone or social media. This may seem difficult, but it actually provides an opportunity to focus on the present moment, develop communication skills, and interact with those around you. In doing so, you will learn to appreciate the simple joys that often go unnoticed in our digital world. The practice of voluntary discomfort not only develops physical and mental resilience, but also fosters a deeper understanding of oneself. When we face small inconveniences, we learn patience and self-control. This helps us cultivate the inner confidence needed to tackle more serious life challenges. Moreover, this practice shifts our perception of comfort and happiness. We begin to realize that true peace and satisfaction come not from external conveniences, but from inner strength and resilience. By incorporating elements of voluntary discomfort into our lives, we prepare ourselves for unexpected situations, creating mental fortitude that allows us to face difficulties with confidence and dignity. Ultimately, voluntary discomfort becomes a powerful tool that enables us to change our attitude toward challenges. Every challenge we accept becomes an opportunity for growth and self-discovery, transforming each minor disappointment into a step toward personal development. Third, cultivate a sense of gratitude. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to lose sight of all the good things around us. We often focus on what we lack, forgetting to appreciate what we already have. This can lead to feelings of discontent and unstable happiness. Developing gratitude is a conscious step towards rethinking our perception and starting to notice the value even in small things. Gratitude is a powerful tool that helps us cope with negativity. For example, imagine you had a tough day at work. Instead of fixating on the problems, try to recall what you can be grateful for. Perhaps it was the support of a colleague who helped you with a project, or even a cup of tea you enjoyed during your break. When you begin to acknowledge such moments, your brain gradually shifts to perceiving joy in everyday occurrences. One simple way to cultivate gratitude is to keep a journal where you write down 3 things you are thankful for each day. These can be both small things and significant events. For instance, you might note that you are grateful for a pleasant conversation with a friend or for the opportunity to spend time outdoors. Over time, this practice will help you see the positive aspects of life that you might have overlooked. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in relationships. Often, when interacting with loved ones, we focus on their flaws, forgetting their virtues. Try to express gratitude to your loved ones every day for what they do for you. This can be a sincere compliment or acknowledgement of their efforts. Such words strengthen bonds and create a positive atmosphere in relationships. Moreover, a sense of gratitude helps us overcome difficulties. It's easy to be grateful during good times, but true strength emerges when we seek positivity in challenging situations. For example, if you face job loss, instead of sinking into panic, ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this situation? This will help you see that every challenge can lead to new opportunities. By developing gratitude, you change your perception of life. Instead of feeling a sense of lack, you start noticing the abundance around you. Gratitude becomes a source of inner peace and strength, allowing you to face life's challenges with calmness and an open heart. Ultimately, by cultivating a sense of gratitude, you open yourself to a new perspective on the world. Each day becomes an opportunity for growth, and every difficulty is a chance to learn something new. Thus, gratitude not only helps you feel better, but also transforms your life into a source of joy and fulfillment. Fourth, embrace change and learn to accept it. Change is an inevitable part of life, and although it often evokes fear and resistance, it is precisely these changes that shape our experiences. We tend to believe that stability brings peace, which is why we often cling to the familiar, avoiding the unknown. However, resisting change can lead to anxiety and a feeling of perpetual struggle. The first step in accepting change is recognizing that it is a natural part of life. Think back to how you adapted to a new job or moved to a different city. These changes, although challenging, often open new opportunities and perspectives. For example, moving can lead to meeting new people and broadening your horizons, ultimately enriching your life. It's important to let go of rigid attachments to specific outcomes. We often create our expectations, and when reality deviates from them, we feel disappointment. For instance, if you planned a vacation and everything went awry due to weather conditions, switching from an active holiday to quiet evenings with books can become an unexpected source of joy. By freeing ourselves from rigid expectations, we become more flexible and open to what may come. Mindfulness helps maintain calm during changes, allowing you to focus on the present. For example, if you are going through a difficult time in your personal life, practicing mindfulness can help you concentrate on what you can control instead of worrying about the future. This could be as simple as taking a walk outdoors or meditating, which helps restore your sense of balance. The principle of amor fati, or love of fate, encourages us to accept everything that happens with gratitude. By viewing change not as destruction, but as an essential part of our experience, we open ourselves to new lessons. For example, losing a job can become an opportunity to reassess your goals and choose a new path, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling career. Flexibility in thinking allows us to cope more easily with surprises. This can be especially helpful in situations where you need to change your plans, such as when new priorities arise at work. Instead of panicking, you can use this opportunity to improve your time management skills and adapt to new conditions. By embracing change, you gain inner strength and resilience, allowing you to remain calm and composed in the constantly shifting currents of life. Changes become not a threat, but an opportunity for personal growth. Each new challenge provides a chance to learn something new and develop yourself. Thus, by learning to accept change, you open yourself to a new perspective on the world. Change becomes a part of your journey rather than an obstacle, and each step along this path can enrich your life with new experiences and knowledge. Fifth, differentiate between opinions and facts. In today's world, we are daily confronted with a vast flow of information. News, social media, discussions with friends, these can create confusion and stress, especially when we cannot clearly separate opinion from fact. Understanding this difference is key to clear and calm thinking, which is particularly important in an environment of constantly changing information. Multiple opinions and interpretations surround us everywhere. For example, imagine a discussion about a new law in society. One person might argue that the law will negatively impact small businesses, while another sees it as an opportunity to improve working conditions. Both statements represent opinions based on personal experiences and interpretations, but neither is a fact. A fact would be, for example, a change in the tax rate, which can be verified and discussed objectively. The ability to distinguish facts from opinions helps avoid emotional reactions and focus on real information. The first step in distinguishing opinions from facts is critical thinking. When you encounter a situation that provokes strong emotions, pause and ask yourself, is this a fact or just my perception? For instance, if you receive a message from a colleague stating that your project does not meet expectations, instead of immediately taking it as criticism, consider what part of the message is factual. Perhaps it is merely your colleague's opinion based on their own preferences, rather than an objective assessment of your work. Mindfulness practice can significantly aid in differentiating opinions from facts. For example, if you feel anxious about rumors of possible layoffs at work, use mindfulness to analyze your feelings. Ask yourself, what are my fears based on? Many fears may turn out to be mere interpretations based on rumors rather than factual information. Observing your thoughts mindfully allows you to reduce anxiety and make more informed conclusions. Cognitive restructuring is another useful tool for distinguishing opinions from facts. For instance, if you think, "All my friends do not appreciate my efforts," try to rephrase that thought. Instead of making generalizations based on emotions, consider, "Some friends may not notice my efforts, but that does not mean everyone feels this way." This shift in perspective helps reduce stress and strengthen emotional resilience. In an age where social media is ever present, it's easy to fall under the influence of others' opinions. For example, you might see a post about someone else's success and start doubting your own abilities. However, it is essential to remember that this is merely an opinion based on another person's personal experience. Recognizing that others' successes are not facts of your reality will enable you to make your own decisions more confidently and remain true to your principles. By differentiating opinions from facts, you strengthen your emotional balance and self-control. The ability to separate subjective interpretations from objective reality allows you to navigate challenges with greater clarity and peace of mind. For instance, instead of panicking over negative feedback, you can view it as constructive criticism and use it for personal growth. Thus, developing the skill to differentiate between opinions and facts is not just a matter of clarity of thought, but also a pathway to inner peace. Each time you consciously separate opinion from fact, you take a step toward a more resilient and balanced life. Sixth, practice detachment. In modern society, many of us strive for happiness and self-realization, which can sometimes lead to excessive attachment to people, outcomes, or material possessions. This may manifest as dependence on others' opinions. For example, when we seek approval from friends or colleagues before making a decision. Such dependence makes us vulnerable and leads to emotional stress, especially if those opinions contradict our inner beliefs. The first step toward detachment is recognizing our attachments and their impact on our emotional state. For instance, if you constantly worry that your partner might leave you, it can cause ongoing stress and anxiety. It's important to ask yourself questions like, "Why am I so attached?" and "How does this affect my happiness?" Recognizing that this attachment may be a source of stress allows you to begin the process of detachment. The ability to appreciate what you have now is an essential part of detachment. For example, if you work hard to get a promotion but always fear that you won't achieve it, try focusing on your current successes and what you have already accomplished. Perhaps you've become more confident or improved your skills. This focus helps you stay present and reduce stress levels. Accepting that nothing is permanent is an important aspect of detachment. For example, if you lose your job, instead of fixating on the loss, try to see it as an opportunity for a new beginning. It could be a chance for retraining or a career change. Reminding yourself that life is changeable can help you cope with difficulties more easily. The practice of detachment also involves caring for others without the desire to control their actions or depend on them for your happiness. For instance, if you have a friend going through a tough time, you can support them without expecting them to change their behavior for you. This strengthens trust and sincerity in relationships. You might say, "I'm here for you, but I understand that you have to go through this yourself." It's important to remember that goals are not an endpoint, but part of the process. For example, if you aim to run a marathon, focus on the training process rather than just the race day. This helps you enjoy every step and minimizes disappointment if things don't go as planned. Such an approach allows you to maintain calmness and confidence in yourself. Practicing detachment helps develop inner strength and resilience. For example, when you face setbacks, such as a failed project or a breakup, detachment allows you to view these events as part of life rather than defining moments. This fosters a more balanced life, free from dependencies, and helps you find joy in each day, regardless of circumstances. Thus, detachment is not indifference. Rather, it is the art of remaining engaged in life while maintaining inner peace and stability. Seventh, keep your moral compass. In the modern world, we face constant distractions. Social media, news, and public opinion can confuse us and make us forget what is truly important. In the context of changing values, it becomes easy to succumb to the influence of others and lose our internal bearings. Maintaining a moral compass helps us act consciously and consistently, guided by the core principles that define our actions and decisions. A moral compass is an internal guide that helps us make decisions in accordance with our values. It is built on virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice. For example, when faced with a difficult choice, your moral compass may suggest that the most important thing is to be honest with yourself and others. This internal guide strengthens your self-confidence, even when circumstances are not in your favor. To maintain your moral compass, it is essential to understand which values are important to you. For instance, you may recall a situation where a careless decision led to regret. Perhaps you agreed to unethical behavior at work to please your colleagues and ultimately felt bad about it. Such moments highlight that honesty and self-respect are principles worth cherishing. Living in accordance with your values means making decisions even when they are difficult. If honesty is important to you, strive to be truthful in all your actions. For example, if you receive a job offer that involves deceiving clients, turn it down. This decision may be challenging, but it strengthens your self-respect and helps you gain the trust of those around you. Courage is an important aspect of maintaining your moral compass. There are times when you need to stand up for your beliefs, even if it may lead to conflict. For example, if you are working in a team and someone proposes an unethical way to achieve a goal, your courage may lie in expressing your opinion and suggesting an alternative. This allows you to remain true to your principles and show respect for others. Regular self-reflection helps strengthen your moral compass. Periodically evaluate your actions and consider whether they align with your values. For instance, keep a journal where you write down your thoughts and intentions. This can help you see where you deviate from your principles and how you can improve your behavior. Such an approach fosters inner growth and self-awareness. Ultimately, maintaining your moral compass brings numerous benefits. It helps you navigate difficult situations, allowing you to maintain clarity and confidence. For example, when faced with a moral choice, your compass will guide you on how to do the right thing. Additionally, it strengthens your inner confidence and self-respect, which in turn helps build healthier relationships with others. This is not just a concept, but a practical guide for living. It allows us to remain true to ourselves and our principles, even as the world around us changes. Eighth, maintain connections with people who share your principles. In today's world, it is very important to surround yourself with people who share your values and principles. Such connections provide confidence and help strengthen your moral compass. For example, if you strive to lead a healthy lifestyle, having friends or colleagues who also care about their health can be a powerful source of motivation. Joint workouts or healthy lunches can not only improve your well-being, but also create a support system that helps you navigate difficult times. The ability to recognize and correct mistakes is an essential part of personal growth. There are situations when you act against your principles, and it is important not to ignore this. For instance, if you realize that you submitted a project of insufficient quality, instead of making excuses, it is better to acknowledge your mistake and make the necessary corrections. This will not only help you improve the outcome, but also demonstrate your responsibility to your colleagues and clients. Self-discipline is the key to achieving long-term goals. It requires us to choose important tasks over short-term pleasures. For example, if you aim for career advancement, you must be willing to invest time in learning and developing skills, even if it means sacrificing your free time. This process can be challenging, but it is essential for your professional success. Setting clear and realistic goals helps you focus on what matters. For example, if your goal is to learn to play a musical instrument, break it down into smaller steps. Start with the basics, then move on to more complex compositions. This approach makes learning less overwhelming and allows you to see progress, which in turn strengthens your motivation. Regular habits play an important role in developing self-discipline. Creating a structured daily routine can help you organize your actions. For example, if you plan to set aside time for reading or learning new skills, establish specific hours for these activities. Such habits create a foundation for a productive day and reduce the likelihood of distractions from less important tasks. Share your goals with a friend or mentor who can support you on your journey toward achieving them. For instance, if you want to lose weight, let a friend know and ask them to be your accountability partner. Regular check-ins where you discuss your successes and challenges can help you stay on track and provide valuable feedback. Regular self-reflection helps you track your actions and their consequences. For example, set aside time at the end of each week to assess how you are progressing toward your goals. Write down what went well and what could be improved. This reflection process helps you recognize where you deviate from your principles and how you can adjust your behavior. Your environment plays a huge role in maintaining self-discipline. Eliminate distractions that may hinder your ability to achieve your goals. For example, if your goal is to focus on studying, organize your workspace to minimize distractions like your phone or irrelevant notifications. Creating such an environment allows you to control your actions and thoughts, which in turn helps you confidently navigate life's challenges and achieve your goals. Thus, maintaining connections with people who share your principles, along with developing self-discipline and regular self-reflection, are key factors that contribute to personal and professional growth. These practices will help you stay true to your values in today's world. Ninth, reflect on the impermanence of life. In the stream of daily concerns, we often forget about the finiteness of our time. However, the awareness of our mortality, as the Stoics called it, can serve as a powerful guide, helping us live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. This principle is not meant to instill fear. Rather, understanding our limitations inspires us to prioritize and fill our lives with purpose. Recognizing that time is limited encourages us to appreciate each moment more deeply and strive for our actions to align with our core values. Understanding that we are not eternal helps us better prioritize our lives. When we realize that each moment could be our last, We feel compelled to ensure that our actions reflect our true values. For example, if you value friendship, you are likely to spend more time with your loved ones, rather than wasting hours on trivial activities. This realization allows us to live more intentionally and mindfully. Ask yourself, what would I do if this were my last day? This question can become a powerful tool for self-reflection. Imagine you have only 24 hours left. Who would you want to have by your side? What would you regret? The answers to these questions help clarify what truly matters. Practice meditation or journaling to assess how well your actions align with your goals. Such pauses help build a life full of authenticity and awareness. Another important aspect is freeing ourselves from unfinished business. Strive to resolve long-standing conflicts and express what has gone unspoken, making room for present moments. For instance, if you have an old conflict with a friend, it may be time to talk and clarify the situation. This not only brings relief, but also allows you to focus on the here and now. Creating meaningful memories enriches your life and the lives of those around you. When we understand that time is limited, we begin to cherish every minute spent with loved ones and strive to create moments that will be remembered. Take time for those who matter to you and don't hesitate to express your feelings. This will strengthen your relationships and make your life more fulfilling. Recognizing life's brevity inspires genuine action. When we realize that life is short, we understand that we shouldn't postpone our dreams. The principle of living now helps us let go of trivial worries and focus on what truly matters. For example, if you've always dreamed of writing a book, start doing it today instead of putting it off for someday. This awareness encourages us not to wait for the perfect moment, but to act now. Such reflections strengthen our gratitude and appreciation for each day we live. They remind us that every moment is full of possibilities and beauty. Instead of fearing the end, let's use this awareness as a tool to create a more meaningful life. Cherish every moment, live with intention, and remember that each day is an opportunity to make the world better for ourselves and those around us. 10th, strive for wisdom through lifelong learning. The pursuit of wisdom is a journey that lasts a lifetime. Lifelong learning is not just about accumulating knowledge. It involves a deep understanding of ourselves, others, and everything around us. It's about developing an open mind and a thirst for new knowledge, as well as the readiness to adapt and grow in the face of challenges and opportunities. For the Stoics, wisdom was one of the highest virtues, capable of helping us make reasoned decisions and live life more fully and meaningfully. The pursuit of wisdom begins with openness to new knowledge and ideas. It is important to cultivate a willingness to learn, even if it means stepping outside your comfort zone. Each day presents an opportunity to learn something new, whether it's from a book, a conversation with an interesting person, or your own reflections. An open mind allows us to perceive the world without biases and actively seek new paths for development. Learning also develops critical thinking skills, which are especially important in complex situations that require clarity and sound judgment. Cultivating a mindset oriented towards continuous growth and genuine curiosity allows us to approach each day as an opportunity for self-improvement. Set learning goals for yourself, such as studying a new topic or mastering a skill, and you will see how this enriches your life. Make time for daily self-development. Read on various topics. Immerse yourself in ideas that challenge your usual thinking. Remember that learning goes beyond formal education and philosophical teachings. It is also important to draw lessons from your actions, motives, and beliefs to better understand your behavior and make more conscious choices in the future. Every day can become an opportunity for learning if you are open to new experiences. By paying attention to the wisdom gained from our own actions, we learn to approach life more consciously. Doubts about our own beliefs and the desire to understand why we act as we do become important components on the path to wisdom. This allows us to make more mature and reasoned decisions based on experience rather than stereotypes. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to grow. Thoughtful conversations with those who have different perspectives can open new horizons of thought and make you more adaptable. People who challenge your beliefs help you grow by enriching your experience and expanding your horizons. Knowledge becomes truly meaningful when we apply it in our lives. Use new ideas as a foundation for your actions. This will instill confidence and help you face life's challenges with compassion and understanding. Lifelong learning fosters resilient thinking, enabling you to approach difficulties with confidence and find satisfaction in the process of discovery and connection with the world around you. The pursuit of wisdom through lifelong learning is the foundation of resilient thinking and personal growth. This path has no end. It requires ongoing self-work and openness to new ideas. Value the process of learning, live with intention, and remember that each new day is an opportunity to deepen your knowledge and make your life more meaningful. The principles we discussed are not just concepts. They are powerful tools capable of transforming your perception of the world and strengthening you in the face of life's challenges. By cultivating inner peace, wisdom, and resilience, you lay a solid foundation for genuine happiness and self-confidence. Imagine that each of these principles is a step toward a more conscious and fulfilling life. You become not a victim of circumstances, but the master of your fate. It is important to remember that true strength comes from within. The more you work on your inner self, the less you depend on external factors that can confuse or distract you. Stay true to yourself on this journey of growth and live with intention. Your future depends on this. Every day is an opportunity to bolster your confidence, develop wisdom, and find joy even in the most challenging situations. Your inner state determines how you perceive the world, and it empowers you to overcome any obstacles. Thank you for being with us until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with your loved ones, for whom these words will be as important as they are for you. In the comments, let us know which of the topics we discussed today you are ready to implement right now. May these principles serve as your compass, guiding you toward a life full of meaning and fulfillment. You have the power to create your reality, and every step on this path brings you closer to the life of your dreams.